So this is an update to the HS scale collection. And as you can see, I've got a lot more engines. That engine over there was my first one. It is a Walther's CSX B40-8. Unfortunately, it does not run as I gave it a harsh beating. Not sure if I'm going to be able to repair it, unfortunately. Then that is a Spectrum Pennsylvania Railroad GP30 5. That is gonna need some repairs. For some reason, it's missing one of the couplers inside the drive system. That is a Athearn Union Pacific GP38-2. Unfortunately, it's been turned into a dummy unit because of my stupidity back then. That engine right here is a lifelike Illinois Central Gulf GB38-2, and that is a dummy unit. And also, I should mention that it's the second gen. A lifelike Union Pacific GB38-2 high hood, very cursed. A lifelike family line system GB38-2, I like that one a lot. Lifelike Grand Trunk GB38-2, I feel like it's underrated in my collection. Right here is a Mantua demonstrator unit. Unfortunately, it's a fake, which is a shame. Here we have a Tyco Illinois Central Gulf Alco C628, and it needs some work, but it does run. An Amtrak GJ1 by Tyco, that is in the works of being repaired. Tyco chassis system Alco C628, which is gonna have to re-lubricate it. Tyco Sioux line Alco C430. It runs. It's missing one of the number boards. Tyco Santa Fe C628. And it runs. Mantua Spirit of 76 C430. It has a problem with the back truck where when it runs forward on a curve and then out of the curve, the back truck is just gonna derail. So I only have to run it in reverse. AHM LNN C liner which is a Fairbanks Morse. It does run, but the couplers are another story. Lima Seaboard Coastline Spirit of 76 C420. Nice. And I actually like that one a lot. River Rossi Santa Fe U25C. That does not run. Gonna have to get it repaired eventually. Lifelike Conrail F7. It does run. This engine is kind of special. It is basically a Indiana Railroad GB38-2, which technically I made myself. Got it from a seller who actually painted the shell. Which this used to be a Santa Fe. Used to be Santa Fe 3600 GB38-2. It was a dummy, but I made it powered. And honestly, I'm just impressed. Tyco Rocky Mountain Line SD24 does run. It looks quite nice. AHM Reading or Reading, I don't know. GP18, It does run. Lifelike ATNSF or for 040. Wow, I can't even say it right. Athern / lifelike F7. Whoa. This, it needs some work. Lifelike LNN GB38-2 does not run. It will need work. Lifelike Santa Fe GB30-2, and yes, I do get a lot of GB30-2s. Don't ask why. Just Lifelike made a lot of paint schemes in the GB38 model. It does run. This engine is quite special, gone along with this one. That's ZX Trains in Pinellas Park. It was only $10. This guy was 20. This one's quite special. Lifelike chassis system, GB30-2. I actually like the paint scheme on it. Although Lifelike is a trashy brand. Laugh-walk. A Marks New Haven switcher. Loud, very fast, but it does run. You have an AHM Boston and Maine RS2. It does run, but it cannot pull that many freight cars. Lifelike Gulf Mobile and Ohio GB3-2. It runs. And this is just the Cox drive system. I actually got two along with those engines right there. And now one of the Cox drive systems is now in one of these. Athern RDC. Why did I have to remember the name? Lifelike Department of Defense GB38-2 hired and runs. I actually got it for very cheap. Lifelike Spirit of 76 F7, and man, it's a good runner. I actually took one of the parts off of that Louisville Nashville GB38-2 to this one, and it worked successfully. IHC Seaport Coastline Sealiner runs. AHM Illinois Central switcher. I believe it's like a SW1. I think it is an SW1 or an SW3. I don't know. AHM Penn Central switcher. I don't know if it's a Plymouth or not. Pemco Santa Fe F9. It looks quite beautiful. It does run. Lifelike Lehigh Valley GB3-2 and runs. Athern Southern Pacific Shell. I need to get it at HSC, but it will not be a power unit, unfortunately. How many unfortunately am I gonna say? Too many, I guess. That one is special. A Tyco CSX C430. It's unfortunately a dummy unit. And then a Lifelike. Well, this was a custom paint scheme by myself, although it's not complete, unfortunately. Well, I'm gonna have to get a chassis someday. And then that's a Lifelike F40 PH chassis. And no, I cannot combine these two together. They're all different. GB3-2, F40 PH. And now to the third row, which is still not complete. Needs 7 more engines. Lifelike Campbell Soup Company F7. It runs. Play Art Santa Fe F7. runs, and is a strong one. Proto 2000 Chesapeake and Ohio BL2. Fortunately, that one's shorted. Mantua Burlington route GP20U. I don't know. Athern Seaboard Coastline Spirit of the 76 U33B or U36B. Cox Canadian Pacific F3 runs. Canadian Pacific Playart / Bachmann. It needs some work. It doesn't have any trench tires, nor not enough good weights. Bachmann chassis system F9, and it does run. This one I don't know if it's Atlas, Roco, or AHM, but it's a Milwaukee road and runs. Lifelike, Norfolk and Western GB38-2 high hood. That is custom. Need to take a breath. Athern, Florida East Coast GB40-2. Penline Santa Fe F7. Lifelike Union Pacific F40PH. And then the final engine for now, a Lionel Burlington Northern GB30. And it runs. We do not question those three things over there. But yeah, this is the collection as of now. Over and out.